Hello, everyone, and welcome back. This is honestly a wild video right now that I just decided to do because there was some like Christmas miracles happening, like on my YouTube channel, and I was like, okay, I need to understand how this is gonna work out and what it's going to happen. Okay, I want to welcome every single one of you. I know like you have not seen me on my usual setup for a while. I have been telling you on my life, I have been doing a lot of things and things has been getting like a little bit out of hand, especially during the month of December. So I was actually probably going to wait until January to actually get back into the podcast and like into doing everything as it is supposed to be, right? But of course, girl, you know me. You know that I need to talk about what is happening in Bravo. I need to talk about what is happening in pop culture. That's what we do. And even when I am not like professionally doing it, I'm like it goes through my pores, right? So like that's why I still have been doing those little videos. I keep it very real with you, full disclosure with everything that has been going on with my YouTube channels, with absolutely everything. And uh, you know, I want to give you an update of what is happening with the real Andy of Beverly Hills, right? As you know, my big channel, we have a lot of subscribers over there, a big family over there, and the channel got demonetized 6 months ago with the promise. Well, first of all, and just like there was no reason to get demonetized. That was the first thing. Okay, but anyways, after fighting and promises from YouTube, I'm fighting a lot, and literally having to go and say, look, you guys have nothing to do this to me. You are literally ruining me for no reason. So I'm gonna have to go legal on your ass if you don't do something about that. I don't know if that was the word that I needed to have using like 6 months ago. Guys, when I'm telling you that last night there was a Christmas miracle, okay? Because at like 2, almost 3 in the morning, I received a notification that my YouTube channel has been monetized again. hmm Yes, the real Andy of Beverly Hills has been monetized again. However, we are all here celebrating, screaming, having fun, and before you think that everything is going to be back to normal, it's definitely not because it's still a journey. There is, so when I remonetized the channel, a bunch of my videos who were private went public, right? And that kind of like give you a sense of where the channel is, right? I told you this I think some time ago that I knew that that channel it was going to be either shadow ban or definitely the algorithm was going to put that channel through the garbage because there has not really been anything going on for 6 months, right? And that's as I was expected. Some of the videos that went public yesterday were videos that I have just like saving there that I never published before. So like some videos you actually never saw before, right? And they just went public out of nowhere. When I'm telling you that I have videos with like 6 views, 20 views, yes, and I'm like, okay, this channel has 34,000 subscribers, and are you gonna tell me that from 34,000 subscribers, only 6 people are gonna be watching a video about Bravo? When my whole niche is about Bravo, right? So that tells me a lot of like what is going on. That channel is definitely right now completely low. So don't think that I'm gonna be like making any money from it. I mean, probably gonna start making just cents. It's gonna be probably months before I actually start like seeing some kind of like money coming from the channel. But with that being said, I'm a hardworking person. I am not gonna like leave that community behind or anything like that. I'm gonna work my ass to like make the channel what it used to be before, right? And we can get back into what really, really matters, right? Which is Bravo, pop culture, reality TV, spill the tea, have fun, talk with, all of us who have known each other for years now, and I just love it. I have this new channel which I have loved to create and be here for you guys as well. And as you have known, this is more of like a different kind of content because this is more of like a podcast kind of situation, right? I'm doing like longer videos, like an hour long videos, right? My other channel was more of like quick little videos for you to watch here and there, so like I think that's the route that I want to like keep going. I think that the podcast has been very interesting to do, and I want to keep it growing, and there is like a good amount of you guys who love the long format. So I'm definitely gonna want to try to keep. No, I'm not gonna try. I actually going to do that. However, it's probably gonna be around January. And right now I have been dealing with a lot of things. Family things, health stuff, things like I'm still. It's Christmas. It's holidays. There is a lot of things going on. So I have been like taking my time. You probably have been figuring some things out. You have been watching me like walking around a lot and like doing a lot of things. So I think December is still gonna be a little bit chill about it, and I'm not gonna be posting like as much as I want to do, but I think coming January is definitely gonna be a different game. There are still might be changes. I don't know. I think this is a new opportunity because creating the new channel gave me the chance, even though this new channel is not monetized or anything. It gave me the chance to like also like get to know new people and create a different side that I really wanted to explore, which is actually having the podcast in itself, right? The podcast where you can like actually talk for long, and like eventually like I'm gonna get back into like having guests and having people over and like really talking about everything that is going on. Yes, and I think on the real Andy of Beverly Hills, we're definitely just gonna keep it cute, keep it simple, little pieces of tea, whatever is happening in the moment. I would just go there and just spill the tea. I always love to have some kind of tea for you. Uh, but I also, as you know, like my vision of things have changed a lot. I'm a lot more positive. I'm trying to like stay away from like negativity. From like shed that I'm very like tired of like the random gossip that no one knows if it's true or not, and it just came from a random Facebook post, so like, or like the random person who wants to like hurt another housewife or whatever and is making like this whatever shed with no proof or anything. I think there is a thing or two to say about that, and like how karma can come back to you from like doing that kind of shady content. So I decided to take a step more into the who I am, which is more like into the light version and just have fun. And I mean, we can be shady, of course, we can have our opinions. I recap the shows, and I'm gonna give you my honest opinion because it's not like I love everyone and everything is like freaking like rainbows and unicorns. Is not going to be like that either because I have to still be true to who I am. But I just like the whole going like hard without really facts and like not understanding that these people are human beings as well with like feelings and stuff. So I think like it's definitely a whole different vibe, and I'm ready to take 2026 by the horns and like really go into create something amazing for you guys. And I want you to know that you are appreciated. I want you to know that everything that you do for me, it's incredibly amazing. The way that you guys care for me, the messages that you send me, the DMs, the emails. I read every single one of you. I try to like answer as many comments as I can. The fact that you guys are literally sending me gifts for Christmas through my wish list or my birthday or whatever, like those kind of things means a lot to me. The amount of people that came forward with the toy drive to help the kids during the holidays. Like you guys were literally amazing and you killed it. Like we literally were able to collect over 400 toys to put, smiles on over 400 kids this holidays. So like that tells me that we must be doing something right, that we must be going into the right direction. And I want to thank every single one of you. And always, keep it real with you and tell you everything that is going on. So this is kind of like a welcome back party to YouTube, in a sense that I just wanted to let you know what is going on. You're probably going to be seeing one or other video here and there during December. I just don't want to commit because I'm still going through some stuff, so like I'm still kind of like have to take it like little by little, right? But it's positive, it's good things, it's good stuff, and everything is going to go in the right direction. And I definitely think that most of it is because of you, and thanks to you, and thanks to like all the positive energy that I am actually receiving from you guys. All right. So that was pretty much my short video that I wanted to put out there for you guys. I love you. I hope that you are joining me on this new journey. I hope that you are subscribed to both channels, The Real Andy Shademan and The Real Andy of Beverly Hills. I might change the name of the oh, one of the channels, because I don't want to get too complicated, but it's two channels. One is the real Andy Shademan, and the other one is the real Andy of Beverly Hills. But like, we'll see. I'm still kind of like tasting the waters. I still have like a little bit of work to do during the rest of the month, so bear with me. But I hope that you are subscribed to both, because I'm gonna be doing all of the things that you love: tea, shadiness, funny stuff, everything. So that's it. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you around. See ya. Bye.